Imagine a martial art so devastatingly effective that its masters can generate over 1,500 pounds of force in a single strike, enough to shatter concrete blocks and break bones instantly. This ancient fighting system has produced champions who've dominated international competition for decades, racking up win rates that defy belief. Leave before number 1 and you'll miss the most insane entry on this list. Let's count down from number 10. At number 10, we have Taekwondo, the Korean martial art that's become an Olympic sensation watched by billions. With over 80 million practitioners across 210 countries, it's one of the most widely practiced martial arts on earth. Taekwondo fighters can execute kicks at speeds exceeding 130 miles per hour, making it the fastest striking art in competitive combat sports. Its emphasis on devastating leg techniques and acrobatic spinning kicks has influenced every modern fighting system. But our next entry takes hand-to-hand combat to a whole different level. Number 9 is Krav Maga, the Israeli Defense Forces official combat system designed for real-world survival. Developed in the 1930s, this brutal martial art has no rules, no competitions, just pure efficiency in neutralizing threats. Students learn to defend against armed attackers, multiple opponents, and life-threatening scenarios within just months of training. Krav Maga's philosophy is simple, and the fight as quickly and violently as necessary, targeting eyes, throats, and groins without hesitation. Coming up, we explore a martial art that's over 1,000 years older. At number 8, Judo takes the stage as the art of maximum efficiency with minimum effort. Created by Jigoro Kano in 1882, Judo has produced over 480 Olympic medals and boasts roughly 20 million practitioners worldwide. This grappling-based system teaches fighters to use an opponent's momentum against them, with throws that can slam a 200-pound opponent onto concrete with bone-crushing force. Judo's emphasis on leverage over strength means a skilled practitioner can defeat someone twice their size. But wait until you hear about the ancient art coming up next. Number 7 brings us karate, the Okinawan striking art that became a global phenomenon. With an estimated 100 million practitioners worldwide, karate finally achieved its Olympic debut at Tokyo 2020 after decades of campaigning. Traditional karate masters spend years perfecting single techniques, with some able to break through up to 10 stacked concrete blocks in one strike. The art's various styles, Shotokan, Goju Ryu, Shitoryu, each offer unique approaches to devastating hand and foot techniques. Our next martial art, however, literally wrote the book on ground fighting. At number 6, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu revolutionized modern combat with one simple premise: 90% of street fights end up on the ground. The Gracie family proved this by defeating opponents of every style in challenge matches spanning 7 decades, compiling a family record of over 1,000 wins. BJJ practitioners learned to submit opponents through chokes and joint locks, with many achieving victory within 60 seconds against untrained attackers. This martial art single-handedly created the UFC and modern mixed martial arts as we know it today. The next entry, though, has been producing warriors for over 2,000 years. Number 5 is wrestling, humanity's oldest competitive combat sport with evidence dating back to 3000 BCE and ancient cave paintings. Olympic wrestling has crowned champions since the first modern Olympics in 1896, making it one of the most tested martial arts in history. Wrestlers develop explosive power that allows them to lift and slam opponents weighing over 250 pounds with brutal efficiency. Studies show wrestlers have the highest success rate in MMA competition, with over 40% of UFC champions having wrestling backgrounds. But the martial art at number 4 combines striking and grappling into one complete system. At number 4, we have Sambo, the Soviet martial art that translates to self-defense without weapons. Developed in the 1920s for the Red Army, Sambo blends judo throws with brutal leg locks that can snap bones in seconds. Russian fighters trained in Sambo have dominated MMA, with legends like Fedor Yemelyanenko compiling a record of 35 wins in his first 36 professional fights. Combat Sambo adds strikes, headbutts, and grounded punches, creating one of the most comprehensive fighting systems ever designed. The next martial art has become synonymous with bone-breaking knockouts. Number 3 delivers Muay Thai, the art of 8 limbs from Thailand that's been refined over 600 years of combat. Thai fighters train by kicking banana trees and enduring brutal shin conditioning that literally calcifies their bones, making their legs like baseball bats. Professional Muay Thai champions often compete over 200 times in their careers, with some fighters entering the ring every 2 weeks for years. A trained Muay Thai roundhouse kick generates enough force to break ribs through protective gear, regularly ending fights in single strikes. Coming in at number 2 is the martial art that started it all in China. At number 2, Kung Fu encompasses thousands of Chinese martial art styles developed over 4,000 years of warfare and philosophy. Shaolin monks train for 8 hours daily from childhood, achieving superhuman feats like breaking stone slabs with their heads and bending spears against their throats. Modern studies show Kung Fu practitioners develop 60% greater bone density than average adults through their conditioning methods. From Wing Chun's rapid-fire chain punches to Wushu's acrobatic displays, Kung Fu has influenced virtually every Asian martial art in existence. But nothing prepares you for number 1. And finally, number 1, boxing, the sweet science that generates more force per strike than any other martial art on earth. Remember that 1,500 pounds of force we mentioned at the start? That's the punching power of heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, certified by scientists as the hardest recorded punch in history, equivalent to being hit by a Ford Escort at full speed. Professional boxers throw over 1,000 punches per training session, developing hand speed that reaches 25 miles per hour in just inches of movement. With a professional history spanning over 200 years and generating over $10 billion annually, boxing remains the most refined, most powerful, and most devastating striking art ever created. A single punch from an elite boxer carries enough kinetic energy to cause instant unconsciousness or even death, which is why it's called the hurt business. Which martial art shocked you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and let us know if we missed your favorite fighting style. Smash that like button and subscribe for a brand new top 10 every single day.